Oh, the whiskey, it ain't working anymore. They knew my name, whoa, in every bar in town. Something like that, right? So this is just a quick one. If you like doing these kind of arrangements where you can kind of get through the whole song just singing and playing it with just one person, or maybe you're just accompanying a singer and you got to carry the whole thing on the acoustic, that solo was an option that you could do over the guitar break. And I've got that tabbed out right beneath the video player here at sixstringcountry.com with scrolling tab and everything. So we'll just walk through that a minute. Now keep in mind, people, I made this up. There's no, you can adjust this to whatever fits better under your fingers or good under your fingers. You don't have to necessarily regurgitate it note for note if you don't want. However, sometimes that's a good way to learn. If you like what you heard, you can. So we're going to just start on the solo with a standard C chord. Then I'm just hammering on this. Okay, because in the guitar solo in the studio recording goes, so it's not exact, but I'm using that same motion here just to kind of give it that flavor. So then I'm going up to the dominant 7 note here, this B flat, then D string, the little quarter bend up to the G string opened, then the G chord, B flat chord, C, then on the upstroke, and then on the way back down, just slide up here to get to 5 open, 5 open. And that's just 2 notes of a C chord. It's a G note, G note, E note, E note, right? So far we've got this. All right, now this is kind of just a blues riff. So think about this G shape, right? We're starting up on the 3rd fret, and I like to kind of pick that first one nice and hard. So I'm kind of muting this G string. I'm just letting the B and the E string ring out 3rd fret, then 5, 5, and then, so just bar that 3rd fret of D, G, and B, and hammer onto 4 of G, 5 of D, roll it back to 5. Okay, and then 3, then you're kind of set up for this D shape. Immediately hammer on 2 to 4, open D string, little quarter bend, open G, then the G root, and then this riff. So all I'm doing there is 3, 2, and I'm picking the first 2, pull off, 3, 2, pull off, 3, 1, pull off. They knew my name, oh, in every bar in town. All right, so let's do that whole thing one more time. They knew my name. So that gets you through the solo, and you can really play the song just like the studio recording if you'd like to, if you're just singing along with it. A couple things I would do, I would just find myself doing if I were doing this, would just be doing all the walk-ups. We do this one, and then probably alternating some bass. Even, alternate that bass. Do some actual walk-ups like that. Oh, the whiskey. And then when we get to the chorus, just some stuff like that. Like, this is a good hammer on if you're just improvising, or just jamming. And you could walk down to the E7. Make this a D7, sus. Walk it up. You know, just things like that. If you do this enough, you can start not even thinking about it. You're just kind of making those connections. Oh, I'm going from a G to a C. In this feel, I'm just going to walk that up. Or I'm on a C chord. I've got this as a little articulation anytime. Right, another one would be, right, this third fret of the B string's another good one, or just little things you can throw in just to make what you're playing just a little bit more interesting, especially if there's plenty of room, like if you're doing this all by yourself. So this is just meant to give you some ideas. If you enjoy this style of playing, the goal is to be able to start thinking about doing these kind of things kind of on the fly. And just really like taking one song like this and saying, I'm just going to come up with my own really nice arrangement of a solo acoustic and vocal for the Whiskey Ain't Workin'. And just think about every part, like when you're early in this process, is really helpful. So take your time with it, have fun with it. Number one, this is just fun stuff. So hopefully you got the tools you need. Have at it.